So far, how are you guys enjoying the Big Brother Naija Reunion show, the lockdown edition? Because for me, this is lit. Like from the day one, which was introduction, then day two yesterday. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for the one that is going to be broadcasted today. This show is so lit. Oh my goodness, guys, did you see the tweet today that got everybody talking on Twitter and Instagram? Like V just made, like, that post made me just to laugh so much. So let me just show it. V listening to Neo say that Nengi is a very fine girl and you have to have financial backing to chase her. She's probably thinking what I'm doing. She's probably thinking, what am I doing with this man? Then somebody retweeted, like, if he had the money, he would have gone for Nengi. But since he wasn't ready, he had to go for a lower option. Guys, this got a lot of people talking on social media today. He said this, when he said this, Ebuka even had to ask him that at this point in time when this was happening, was he already having anything to do with V? Because Ebuka was shocked. If you are saying this, if you actually saw that she was this beautiful, why didn't you just go for her? Why did you go for V? So Ebuka had to ask him that at this point in time when all this was going on, were you already with V? So he was like, well, they were already mingling, that kind of thing. So what actually led to this was when they were on the Nengi case, where Ozo was told, that is, Prince told Ozo that Neo had advised Prince to date Nengi. At the point, everybody in the house, even the viewers at home, they knew that Ozo was rooting for Nengi. Ozo wanted to date Nengi. But even at that, Neo still told Prince to date Nengi. And then when Ozo heard this, he felt betrayed, because all of us know that Neo is a friend to Ozo. Doesn't mean that Neo is a snitch. And then when Neo heard this, he had to do damage control, he had to clear his head. So he said, no. It's true that I asked Prince to go for Nengi, okay? And it is not like I was a snitch. He said he just saw that Nengi is very beautiful. She's very gorgeous. She's this, that. Those kind of beautiful things that you had, words that you used to describe somebody. Yeah, so he said all these things, and then he was like, but I didn't just tell Prince, I told all the guys. Even Kidwaya confirmed that he said this girl is very beautiful. It would not be good if all of us go home without anybody trying to date her, or without anybody getting her as the girlfriend, because she's very beautiful. In fact, he really emphasized on this phrase that anybody that could listen keenly was like, what? It's your girlfriend? Because you can see V right there sitting and looking at him, because V was on the opposite side to him. V was sitting and looking at him, and while they were talking. So yeah, on social media, when this was posted on blogs, people had different opinions, and I was just laughing. Oh my god. Be smart when you talk about other girls around your girl. People said V isn't a lower version. She's a hot, expensive boss lady. Neo talks too much. Even rate babe. He too they talk. So people had a lot of things to say. Just because I said someone is handsome don't mean I wanna be with him. And y'all be capping anyhow, like you guys don't do it too. Guys would have a girlfriend and still be eyeing or chasing another girl outside. I still want to know how the second tweet is funny. I thought that. And lots of people went ahead to say a lot of things, like lower option V where they see herself like high maintenance. Take me for a ride. Exactly. And he's using me to pass time. So this person is saying that V would think that he loves Nengi, but since he can't afford Nengi, he's using V to pass time, because V is probably not difficult to get or expensive to, does it mean he's managing V because he doesn't have money at the meantime? So guys, people said a lot of things. What do you think? How was your take on this? According to me, I would go it is very obvious, Neo is somebody that sometimes his choice of words are not the best, but I think the reason behind what he's doing, like what he's saying, is not what we get, because I don't think he was necessarily, you know in love, because before he asked V out, he already saw Nengi. And if he wanted Nengi, he would have tried his like luck before failed. But he did because he actually loved V. So I think that his main point here was just to clear his head first of all, and then secondly to show that the only problem is he used the wrong words. Plus I think he knew, like, nobody needed to tell him that your girl is here. So if having it in mind that his girl is here and going ahead to still say things like that, then he probably knew that V would not have any problem about it. And from the look of things, V did not have anything wrong with it. Somebody said V should already know that Neo talks senselessly, so she will not be surprised. I don't want to call it senseless. I would rather use the word using the wrong choice of words, because obviously his opinion or what he was trying to say was clear. Another part of this show yesterday that got a lot of people talking is when Dora got very, very loud about with Wantoni. Like, she was so pissed off. She didn't want Wantoni to talk. She was like, that is none of your business. Don't talk to me. I'm trying to talk to Ebuka, and if Wantoni keeps talking to me, I'm going to walk out of here. So Wantoni was like, I'm speaking the truth. So what was Wantoni talking about? At a point in a time, Wantoni had to reveal probably a secret that Dora gave Brighto a mouth job, blah blah. I don't know what I'm supposed to call it on this platform. Yeah, so that was revealed, and it was revealed by Wantoni, and that made Dora to be very, very pissed, because I remember that. And when she was so angry and she first denied it, she was like, no, I didn't even like Brighto, I didn't even like Prince, all those kind of things. She said she didn't like Brighto. But I quite remember that the day that she was leaving the house with Lekon, that was the final day of the show, when she was asked whom she had feelings for, or whom, if they had asked her to pick someone, she said she would have picked Brighto. She liked Brighto, but since things didn't work out, she just like denied it, like there was no feelings, nothing. And as she kept on arguing with Anthony, she finally somehow admitted it by saying that whatever, like, it's none of your business, it doesn't concern you, even if I did that. So the issue now was that Dora found it difficult to admit what may have happened between him and Brighto, and also the fact that people feel that Wantoni, whether she was speaking the truth or not, whether she was lying or not, it was none of her business. So they felt like she shouldn't have brought it up. It didn't concern her, because lots of people are like, she's also got her own stuff. If they are to open her book, you know what opening a book means, right? In layman's words or terms, if they are to open her book right now, she'll sit there and start crying. So she can't come there. Dorathy is there minding her business, answering her questions the way she's asked, and then Wantoni is trying to nail her. For what? Even though at a point I think Dora was extremely aggressive, more than she should have, but I don't know. So people are like, we are all humans, right? Maybe Dora did what she was accused of doing, or what she accepted in some sort of way, but why not just admit it, like things happen? Or because this was like really an issue, right? Dora was really pissed, and even after, there were some tweets rather, where people felt that as the argument went ahead, people felt that Wantoni was body shaming. You know, when people are arguing, they start using some words and it leads to something else. So at a point, as they were talking to each other, it felt like Wantoni was body shaming her, and then Wantoni had to tweet, yesterday in the night that no, you guys are getting it all wrong. I wasn't body shaming her. You guys got it wrong. So she explained what she meant, and well, I think it's all cool, right? People are also like, wow, wow, wow. So you guys go to the house, you're pretending to be all good. So all of you that went to that house, you were Ron's girls, right? Because they felt that Dora was different, but now concludingly, well, I'm not saying that she's a Ron's girl or she's not. I'm just saying that the fact that people have such a deep argument does not mean that somebody is a Ron's girl. And for me, it would have just been cool if she admitted that she liked him. Okay, guys, I'm done for today. So see you in the evening. Please subscribe. Thank